Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Let me do some simple live checking before we start our live chat for today. All right guys. Let me see, is there anybody in the chat box? All right, so today we have like 3 viewers inside our live. Welcome guys, welcome to our channel. My name is CG, and if you're not familiar with me, if this is the first time you're in my live chat, welcome. I'm actually one of the teacher that is responsible to conduct classes for you guys and doing some live trade and also share with you guys something useful for you guys to equip in your trading belt, and hopefully some of the lenses that I use to trade myself will benefit you in the long run as well in your very own trading journey. Right, just a moment. Okay, before we start, let me see how many person is already inside our live stream. We have 3 viewers from Telegram. How many viewers do we have in YouTube? Let's check it out. Do we have any viewers on YouTube? Anybody from YouTube? If there's anyone from YouTube, feel free to click hi in the chat box. All right, guys. Now, before we start today, I'm going to do something very special. It's been a while since I do some basic fundamental analysis. And I know many of you out there, technical analysis trader, specialize on candle, stick, chart patterns, etc., right? Indicators. And I'm not gonna lie, for me myself, 90% of my trade actually is technical analysis as well. But sometimes when I really want to understand the market regime, is there any like change of the market regime? Is there anything that is changing that I cannot see merely by looking at my indicators and merely by looking at the chart? I will go back to the basics and really do a little bit of fundamental analysis as well. So the way that I organize fundamental analysis is slightly different from a lot of people out there. What I do for fundamental analysis, I don't seek to forecast is it bullish or bearish. For me, when I do fundamental analysis, what I do is that I try to seek is, the market currently in a phase where the not the price, the buyers and the sellers, are they actually in a position? I want to understand their behavior. I want to understand their state of mind right now. I want to understand collectively how does they actually think, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Now, cut the long story short, now I'm going to give you guys a quick update about the top 3 things that you should know before you trade euro US dollar. This is an update as of 9th of February 2026, which is yesterday. It is still new. Now, with a disclaimer ahead, is that every word that I'm gonna say, everything advice I'm gonna give is not a financial investment advice. I'm actually merely sharing all this information that I use in my own trades, and my second career is becoming a trading coach, a guru. So therefore, for me, it is part of my job and responsibility to show you guys what I use in my very own personal trading journey. So today, we're gonna focus on euro US dollar. The reason is simple. For me, I'm a big time forex trader. I started off with euro USD. Until today, 6 years, I'm still trading euro USD. So I pay a lot of attention on euro US dollar, and euro US dollar is actually responsible for most of the movement in the market today. So guys, here are the top 3 things of euro US dollar happening right now that I think you should know before trading. Now, currently, euro US dollar is very, very high, right? It is extremely, extremely high. So, if you know what I'm saying, you got the idea, right? So let's take a look at what do I mean by Euro USD is very high. Well, I'm not being that high, right? So let's take a look at a 12-month low of Euro USD. It is trading around like $1.03, right? It is the lowest point reached within 12 months, okay? And then right now, the current price is actually, the present value is $1.19, okay? Now, what does this mean? This actually means that it is actually, is very, very close to the 12-month high, which is the peak, of the price range, which is $1.21, the highest point reached in 12 months. Now, what does that actually indicate, guys? So here's what I want to tell you, like high doesn't mean sell. Okay, high doesn't mean that it reached to the high, it's time, it's actually the buying momentum is slowing down and then you're gonna sell it and short it. No, guys, I want you guys to remember, high doesn't mean sell. Okay, it means the risk has changed. All right, the risk that we're gonna take when we're going into the market has changed. So I want to repeat this again, right? High doesn't mean sell. Okay, it only means that the risk, that if we are going to participate in this market, no matter you're buying or selling, it means that the risk that we're going to take at this particular time has changed. Now, how does the risk actually change? First, when price is actually near to the top, right? When price is near to the top of its recent range, most of the easy upside has already happened. Okay, here's what I want you to know. Okay, when the price is already near top of the range, most of the easy upside has already happened, which means that a lot of the potential that is going on, okay, is being already, the party is almost over. All the best drinks, the best food, the best girl, all already being taken because you attend the party late. All right. So from here onwards, upside actually really needs new information. It doesn't mean that upside is not sustainable anymore. It means that upside usually, when historical range, ups when the price is near to the historical high, usually if we were to keep on moving, it needs new information, right? Not just hope for or continuation. So here's the thing, right? Downside can happen simply because expectation fail to improve. Now, here's the thing I want you guys to know. Downside can happen simply because expectation fail to move. But expectation is very fragile. Expectation is formed by the behavior, not the behavior, the emotions, the collective thought that people have together, right, in the market, buyer and seller. So what I'm trying to tell you here, if you sit back and really listen, pay attention to the entire class, by the end of the class, you understand what I'm actually trying to tell you. But I want you to really pay close attention on this one. Downside can happen simply because expectation fail to improve. So even though it is very high right now, but it doesn't mean it is a selling signal. Okay, and we're gonna look at the charts later to have a better look on what is actually happening in the market. So euro, and the second thing that you need to know before trading euro US dollar is that euro USD right now is very, very strong, but contradictingly, US rates are, the United States rates are still higher. So if you take a look at the euro area rates, right, it's currently 2%. And if you take a look at US rate, it's 3.5% to 3.7%, right? So normally, a higher interest rate support the currency. But right now, euro, US dollar, euro is getting stronger than USD. Why is that happening, right? If you take a look at the rates, US rates is much more higher than euro. You're talking about at least 1.5% higher than euro, right? But what is going on? So it only indicates one thing. It indicates that something else, something that is even stronger, okay, in this spectrum, even stronger than the rates, is supporting the price of euro, of the euro, euro USD, right? So here's the most important thing that I want you guys to really take away from this little fundamental analysis I have for you, right? It's called expectations. More is this expectations overtaking rates, right? Expectation is currently higher than the rates. It's stronger than the rates. So expectations over rates. Okay. Now, what does expectation is actually formed by? Well, first thing first is future pricing. So currency price, what comes next? Not just based on what today's value is. Okay, we don't think about the price is at current high, right? It's not only because that things that is happening today. Okay, it is the price is going high because there's expectation influencing the price that is going up and down today, right? Number two would be expectation driven. Euro US dollar strength stems from expectation about future inflations, policy, and trust. And number three would be new data dominates, right? When expectation drive price, new data actually matter more than old rules. So even though that the old rules is that the currently US rate is stronger than the euro, but still because new data, expectation, and future pricing, expectation is overpowering rates currently. But what I want you to understand is that currently, I would say that well, I would say that based on my experience in the market, expectations is something that is very fragile, right? It is almost like something we call consensus. It can be very strong like Bitcoin, but it also can be very fragile because it is collective consensus. Okay, so now here's the thing I want you guys to really understand. When everybody thinks the same, small surprises cause big reactions, right? When everybody on the boat is thinking the same thing, even the tiny little small surprises will cause a lot of big reactions. So based on our statistic, a lot of traders are already leaning in the same direction on euro and US dollar. So everybody is leaning in the same place. We'll have a closer look in the chart later. And the second one would be the market looks calm because nothing has challenged those beliefs yet, right? Remember, belief is there, but nothing is there to poke it yet, okay? So when new data arrive, even small disappointments can trigger large reaction. This is the domino effect that I'm talking about, right? So we don't have any new data yet, but what I'm trying to tell you, it is a very fragile little bubble going on right there. And it is stable right now. But the fragility actually emerged from many traders is leaning towards the same direction on euro US dollar. So here, what is the proper emotion? Let's take a look at in the chat box. Does anybody have any question for me? Let's take a look. Let's take a look just in case we all right. Okay. All right. So now, if really, new data arrive, small disappointment can trigger large reaction. Okay. So what is the emotional calibration that we need to have? If you're trading euro US dollar, I highly suggest you to be in this emotional state, which is try to be interested, which is I am interested as well because the direction is kind of smooth, but not excited. So you're interested, not excited, just like the emoji that I share right here. Is that okay? That's it. So first, if you're trading the euro US dollar, what do I mean by interested but not excited? It means that you're calm enough to wait, okay? Because the price is already near a recent high. Okay, you need to stay calm because it's already near a recent high. And number two would be alert to risks because expectations are doing most of the work. Okay, expectations are doing most of the work. And number three, detach from prediction because crowded belief can reprice quickly. Okay, so what's a better question to ask than bullish or bearish? Well, the question is what has to stay true for this price to make sense? Okay, so that's it. The little fundamental analysis that I have for you guys. And I hope that you guys actually learn a few things from, my analysis right here if you are trading the euro US dollar chart. Okay, now let's take a look at the market. What's actually going on in the market today. Let's take a look. right. All right, let's take a look at the market and see, is there any potential opportunity for us to trade? Any potential opportunity? I'm gonna be as objective as possible. Now, first thing first, we're gonna take a look at the weekly chart first, all right? Euro US dollar is the one that we are talking about. Now, first thing first, let's take a look. Is it still trading at the all-time high? No. The all-time high is actually around 1.1, yeah, around this area, right? Let's take a look at the previous high. Yep, around here. Oh, it's been a while. The last time Euro US dollar reached this price range is I think well, that's many years ago, guys. It's more than 4 years. More than 4 years already. Okay. Now, anyway, let's take a look at the weekly chart and see, is there any potential resistance point key level that's need to be marked. You see, so for me, the first thing I will see, is there like a compression, right? Is there like a compression? And before compression, I will see that is there any balance, because one of the main most reliable hypothesis in the market is that the market always move like this. Okay, it always move where it has a balance, where buyers and sellers agree between themselves. Okay, and then there you have, a compression start to be formed, and then there will be like a sudden move right here popping up, and then it have a pullback, and then it goes up again. This right here, guys, this structure right here is the main hypothesis that I use for trading, is the root of all of my trading strategy. So for me, I will always pay close attention on how the market is actually reacting. So first thing first, let's take a look at the weekly chart and draw a very clear line just to spot where does the main balancing structure is, right? Now, in order to draw an accurate level, usually I will rely on the candle wick. Okay, not the body of the candle, but the candle wick. So what is the difference between like the candle wick and the body? Now, the candle wick is the price being rejected. It reached and touched that point, but there's an invisible force right there that we can't see before the candlestick is rejecting and pushed, the price up. And right here we have the wick. So the main thing is that we're going to use, and we're going to touch and see how many touches we have, like 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, so here we have a valid rejection point right here that we can pretty sure that this is actually the main block that we have. Okay, it's actually located around here. Here's the main block. Okay, and then we start to see, is there like a compression? Yeah, there is a compression. I'm going to show you guys the compression. Okay, small compression going up, right, being compressed, touches, and then goes back, go up, pull back again. So this is the structure that we are talking about. Okay, now next, let's take a look at the daily chart. Guys, wait me a while. I'm gonna open some nice song that I love for trading. Okay, before we continue, let me see. Is there anyone actually is in the live stream? Okay, we have like one person is viewing the live stream. Cool, cool. All right, guys. Now let's take a look at the daily chart and see what do we have here. Okay. Now the next thing that I would pay attention on is there any new like consolidating trend is going on. Right here we have like a potential one. So I'm going to draw another line. Okay, so from now onwards, because I'm using the 15 minutes and 5 minutes as my entry point to spot for my execution, so therefore I won't be really, using this as a reference point from the weekly chart. I'm going to use the daily as my reference point. Okay, so right here you can see that it's actually pretty obvious that let me erase that. You see a new balance is being formed. Right now it's actually penetrating to this resistance point right here. So the next question is, how is the lower time frame actually is showing the market response? So the next thing, I would zoom in to the 4 hours and see. Right now, this is something that I really like to see, because you see there's a little spike up and then pull back again, spike up, pull back again. So it is pretty obvious to us that the market is already agreed, right, that we are going to trade between this price range. Okay, now is there like any potential trades can be done right here? Well, I would say yes. If you want to make like a few short trades, 1 to 2 kind of position size, I would think that is a good opportunity. The reason why I say that is because that sometimes if you want to spot for a really true break position in the market, it is not easy. Okay, it's not easy. Sometimes what I love to do to make a quick buck is actually to do some false break, right? So a false break is something like this. I would actually expect, the market, is currently compressing from this section to this section, right? It's compressing. So it's actually forming a little potential true break. Now, what usually happens to the market is that it will always, come back. But for me, how do I actually place a trade? So for me, if I want to place a trade right here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to expect the market to actually, compressing to this point and have a little, I'm not expecting this to be a true break. It's going to go up. When it goes up to this point, probably around here, I'm gonna wait until this point, and then it will come back, go down right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna place a buy trade, a buy stop trade, a buy stop order right here. Okay, so just a moment, let me draw that again. Right here, go up, go down, from this section. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Reach to this point, come down again. I wait for a pullback, and then when for the pullback, I go for a trade around this section. All right, so let us take a look at the 1 hour to see is it valid or not. Okay, so is it a valid structure for me to trade? For now, not yet. Okay, for now, not yet, because I want to wait for the compression to actually hit this spot. Okay, so let's take a look at the 30 minutes charts. Yep, it's a solid compression forming right here all the way to this place. It might happen anywhere soon, but it's fine, man, because for me, I'm gonna wait for a reliable 4 hours entry point. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. So where is the pullback gonna be? The pullback is actually gonna be somewhere around here. All right, I'm gonna use the most reliable one. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. So you can see it's actually a pretty much reliable point for me. So Now, this is the place, okay? So if it crosses this area, I will start to pay attention. I will add an alert, create, okay? And I'm going to redraw so that you guys can have a better understanding. I'm going to go back to 15 minutes as my entry. I'm going to go to 15 minutes as my entry. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna trade. Okay, I'm gonna expect the price to actually went from this section probably around here. Okay, and then it's gonna go up. Okay, it's gonna challenge this section. It goes up here, somewhere around here, maybe a further a little bit, and it's gonna go down, being absorbed back. Okay, right here. Okay. All right. So now there's two ways to look at this. Okay. So let's say if the price starting from here goes back, goes up, and then it goes down, there's only two options. Option number one, it goes here, and then it tap here, and then it continue, right? This is situation number one. In this situation, it's actually a nice situation to do a buy. But there's another situation where it is more likely to happen is like this. It's gonna touch the area, and then it's gonna penetrate, and it's gonna break and come back somewhere around here. Okay. Now, what I mean by false break trading, is this. For me, if you take a look at the statistic, right? Trend trading versus false break trading, true break trading versus false break trading. For false break trading, it's much more happening in some sense. You feel me? The probability to actually make money from ranging trend is actually much more higher. So for intraday trader like me, how would I actually, my question is not to, follow, to ask if it's like, is it a valid or not. For me, if I'm sure this is actually a market that is being agreeable, and I think that it is okay, and just like I said just now, I'm interested in the euro US dollar, but at the same time, I'm interested, but I'm actually be alert as well. So I'm interested and alert, right? So for me, is it possible to make this kind of trade? Well, possible. If the market actually reaches to a point, if it break through this price range, I will start to pay attention. And then it broke here. Okay, I will until to this point. Usually for this position, I will go along with the trend. We'll place a short position here, and I'm gonna set a 1 2 3 right here. So this is gonna be my position. Okay, but I won't do anything unless the price actually hit this area. So this is actually the trigger point that I'm gonna use. Okay, so this is gonna be the trigger point that I'm gonna use for me to place the trades. Let's take a look at the 5 minutes. Okay, so this is gonna be pending. There is a potential trade that I'm looking for, but right now not yet. Let us see what happens next. I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Let's take a look at a pass. All right, cool. Let's take a look at US dollar Swiss franc. So usually what I'm gonna do, okay, let's take a look. Well, okay, let's take a look at the weekly. Well, as you can see from the weekly chart, the price is actually being tested. It's already broken. Take a look at this one, right? So here's the formation of what I mean by the balance structure, forming a balance, price agree, and it suddenly, goes all the way down, right? So the structure has been broken, and now the price is starting to move in a trendy kind of situation. So let's take a look at. Yeah, we also have like a little compression right here. Okay, price testing this area. So yep, let's take a look at the daily chart. So yeah, currently, price is still forming. I can see that there's actually a few valid resistance point somewhere around here. Valid one. So price is currently, moving down, downtrend, proper downtrend structure, and also starting to compressing. So obviously, it's actually moving in a way that is compressing. Well, that it seems like the market is actually agree, that is actually in a bearish sentiment. But let's take a closer look at the 4 hours chart, right? So guys, you see, for for this situation right here, usually the market will start to play around in this section. Okay, it was starting to play around here. It goes up again, goes down again, goes up again, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, and suddenly, if it will have a false break, usually I will assume most of the time it's a false break. Okay, spike around here, and then there will be a pullback to try to test this range, and then if managed to break through it, it will start to go back to this range. Okay, if not, it will probably just keep on continuing to the market below. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so is there any like potential trade right here in US dollar Swiss franc? Well, guys, I'm not gonna force trade myself. I'm not gonna like self hallucinate it because it is actually one of the most stupidest mistake that I did previous, back at the first 2 years when I trade. I won't frustrate myself, guys. If I see a structure and the market is actually still in a compression kind of situation, I will wait patiently. So would I trade this kind of position? To be honest, let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. Let's see. Will I trade this? Well, mm, okay. So if I want to trade this, okay, it needs to have much more um it need to have much more signal like this one, right? Okay, and I need to see more signal like this one, right? So for example, right here at 1 hour chart, the market is testing right here. So is it possible for me to trade? Well, I think we can for me, am I interested in trade this a false break? Yes, I do. But I'm not gonna use a huge lot size to really try this. I'm just gonna go in, with a really maybe like around 0.7 to 1% risk and reward ratio to really see, to really to feel the market. You get what I mean? So right here, there's a potential entry point at US dollar CHF. I do think that if you guys are interested in placing this trade, I think that it's probably, well, make sure that your lot size is actually, in a very nice, sustainable lot size. Don't get too greedy. Yeah, somewhere around, yeah, here. Okay, you can aim for 1 to 3, take profit. Okay, so here we can do like a buy stop position, okay, where we're gonna see when the market have a pullback, and then we can start to place a buy stop position right here. So let me go to MT5 and really, try to make some sweet profit from this one. US dollar Swiss franc, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna do buy stop 0.7. I'm gonna go for like 0.7 first for this one. No, you know what? I'm gonna go for like maybe like one lot. It would be fine for me. One lot, 76378. Entry point. Stop loss. I'm gonna do like 0.76234. Yeah, somewhere around here. Okay. And then my take profit. Take profit, I will set 76842. I might do a profit trailing. Usually I will see how far it will goes. I will use a profit lock. 76842. Okay, so guys, I placed a buy stop order, so my expectation would be the price actually move up right here as a pullback, and then I'm gonna try to really, make my expectation would be the market is actually gonna go back and try right here, because it's still, if you watch on the macro trend, it is still a long way to go. It is still a very long way to go, for the market to actually have a potential true break. So for this one, I'm gonna do, in yellow color, so that you guys have a good understanding on what does it mean, right? It means that for right here, it is potential false break playground right here. A very potential false break playground, easily to make some money, good money right here. At least, as for my experience, I think around the first 4 triangle right here is a potential win. Okay, it's a potential playground. Now, starting from this 2, you need to be aware. So for the first 4 right here, I think, for my experience, I think it is a potential playground for us to make a little bit of profit. So I did place a buy stop order right here, and let's see, how does the market react to it. Okay, expecting there's gonna be, a buy stop pullback, and then it hit, and let's see how the market goes. So here I'm gonna do, right, let's take a look at my MT5. Yep, buy stop order being placed. All right, meanwhile, let's take a look at the other. Let's take a look at Great Britain pound, GBP USD. Okay, guys, before we continue, I'm going to share with you guys. Oh, the position is being opened. Opening price 76379. Yep, let's take a look. $15 minutes. So yeah, my stop loss is setting at 76234. You know, if it's like hit the stop, it means that the market still have the momentum to go down. But for me, after this is being stopped, I will really give it another chance, because you know, if you base on the macro analysis, it is worth giving another chance, right? So right here, I'm quite convinced that it will actually go up there. It will actually just fly up there, guys. All right. So I'm gonna delete this. And let's have a closer look. So what I'm gonna do is that if it hits, okay, if it hits my stop loss right here, and I'll wait for a while and see will it really continue to go down. If it go down, you know, to this point, I will actually, you know, reconsider a new entry point. For me, I'm quite convinced that the market emotion is still very, very intact with this, you know, structure right here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a chance. But for me, the reason I place this trade is you know, it's a risk managed base where it's a loss that I can take. So therefore, you know, it's okay. The first one is also usually, you know, the one that I take for the bucket. And I'm gonna share with you guys a small ritual that I do every time when I place a trade is this. Okay, I have this little tiny little thing right here. Okay, I have this um tiny little lot machine right here, right? So what I'm gonna do is that every time after I place a trade, I will just do this, and actually to remind myself, okay, to remind myself about what? To remind myself, after I place a trade, it is none of my business anymore. I'm just placing a bet, right? I'm placing a bet on the hypothesis that I use, which is the one that you're looking at right now. So to me, you know, no matter it is stop loss or TP, it is none of my business anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna let it float. Remember, as long as you use the right position size and risk management size, it is always fine for you to, you know, have some fun in trading. Okay. If you feel nervous when you trade, it is probably the size is too big for you. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the other market. 15 minutes. Well, if I'm trading, let's take a look again. 4 hours. For this one, I'm still gonna wait, because I'm still gonna wait for this. I'm still gonna wait for the price to hit this range. If it's not touched this range, I'm not gonna move a single thing. It's too dangerous to actually place a trade right here. Okay. But let's take a look at rhythm pound. Let us change some song, guys. Listen to. Let's take a look. A weekly chart. All right. Yep. The range is actually right here. See? It's actually right here. This is the range. Okay, the price is still agree to play around this spectrum, Greater Pound in US dollar. A little bit of, broke out compression, broke out the ceiling, come back to the range again. Take a look at the daily chart. Potential compression as well. Take a look at here. Okay. Going down, but it seems like, it is actually, being tried to go back. So this is actually a really good signal because right now the market seems like, want a challenge to go back, to really break through this ceiling right here to reach on top of here. Now for me, as I say, it is usually very rare to have a true breakout. And for me, I prefer to trade false breakout most of my time. So therefore, I'm really gonna pay attention on this area, all right, around here. Okay, this might be, a potential entry point somewhere around here. But let me take a closer look. Let's take a look at the 4 hours chart. Yeah, it's still going back down. So this is the place. Okay, so the trigger point for me to actually place a trade is actually this one. I'm gonna set as yellow color as I usually do. So I'm gonna put an alert right here. Okay, so right here for 4 hours, how do I actually, my hypothesis is this, okay? So the market is still currently going into a compression mode, okay? What I see, the market is still have strength to want to break out this ceiling. So, what is actually want to do is that you want to go from here and then you're gonna like challenge around here, okay? But usually, based on the strength of the balance and the compression, I will actually take advantage of the compression itself, and then I'm gonna take a trade all the way down here. You got what I mean? So that's why I'm gonna do, set an alarm here, and let's take a look at the 15-minute chart to see if it's better or not. Okay, so guys, the entry point is pretty clear. Now the price is still paying around this entry. So for me, I'm gonna wait, really, I'm gonna wait for this line. So for this line, I'm gonna do a sell stop, and then I'm gonna, I won't set my stop loss, maybe a one, around a one to, I'm gonna aim for like at least, 1 to 7. Yep, around here. Okay. So if my, I know some of you may wanna, get yourself, your hand is very itchy. You wanna like really get your hands on this one. But trust me, based on my experience, you need to be patient because you see, the strongest move is kind of obvious, guys. It's always starting from this line and then go here. So you have a really good, you know, potential to earn that asymmetric profit. Okay, so this is why I say, be patient and try to wait. For now, this one has a potential as well. I'm gonna keep it in my watch list and see how it goes. Now let's get back to the USD CHF and see how it goes. Still floating? Yeah, still floating. All right, let's take a look at gold. Oh, gold. Not a good structure. Not a structure that I would like to trade. I personally don't like, structure like this because it is so unpredictable. The price is constantly spiking up and then goes down again. And then for me, I don't know, will it like form a range here? I'm not sure. Will it be like this to form a balance? So the truth is nobody is sure, right? So it is like I'm not sure. We can't really base on the structure. We don't know that will it like goes up or it will like start from here and then it start to go up again. So nobody really knows that where it will actually go. So for this kind of market, usually I will just stay away. I will just stay away. It is still in a situation where it is still it is so unpredictable. You see, if you take a look at GBP USD, you can see a clear structure going on, right? You can see a clear structure going on, although it is slightly chaotic, but still you can see there's a very clear structure going on, guys, right? Even in USD CHF as well. So, but if you take a look at gold, the structure is so uncertain. So for this one, right now, I will just skip it. Okay, I'll just skip it. And I might take a look at it, pay attention on it just to see, what's actually going on in the gold market. But for gold right now, I'm just gonna put it in the, below of my watch list because the market is still actually forming. For me to want to place a trade to really spot for a potential playground for me to make a profit, I need to have at least a few touches and confirmation of this range that is forming. Now, before that, let's take a look at our US dollar CHF and see how it's performing in the 15-minute charts. Right, still floating. Let's see how it goes. Cool. All right, let's take a look at Australia US dollar. Yeah, I like the structure, guys. moment. So, guys, uh, wait a minute because our my partner is actually returning, came to our podcast session as well. Alan is coming to, the scene. So guys, wait a moment. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna open the door for him. So guys, wait a moment. Hello, guys. We have Alan right here with us today. So, yeah, let's have some fun together.
Hello guys.
What's up?
Yo.
What's up? What's up? So, yeah. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna because the next session is gonna be Alan, right?
Yeah.
Since that we've decided to really like monitor our account together. This is one of the account that we actually try to manage together. And I'm gonna share with you my trades and you let me know your thoughts, okay?
All right.
Yeah. So okay, so what do we have now? Before that, let us see, let us see the Telegram group. Anyone is watching our live stream. Well, actually, not many is actually watching it. But here, okay, I'm gonna show you that what is going on. So I placed a trade in US dollars strip price, USD at CHF. The hypothesis behind, I'm gonna show you. I started off from actually drawing a line that is valid from the weekly chart. So right here, I see there's a huge balance going on where the market is actually agree on, buying and selling everything, consolidating right here.
Yeah.
And then there's a breakout, but it didn't pull back. Then it start to form a new kind of compression. A new compression is being formed somewhere around this place, right? Okay, start to form a compression. So I decided to actually, play around with this zone for false break trading.
Okay.
Because my hypothesis is that the market seems like it's agree with this little compressing triangle here, and then it's gonna like have probably a breakout, and then it retests this range, and then it's go back down up. It's gonna go here, or it's gonna go here again. But this one we don't know, right? But here, this section right here, I think is a high probability to make some trades. Okay, so therefore, because I do my entry at 15 minutes. Still, I see, there's a potential false break trading potential going on, testing the market right now here.
Yeah.
So I place a buy stop.
Okay.
Yeah, so the entry is opening. So far, yeah, this is the setup. Yeah. Your thoughts about this?
I think that if you have a full planning before your entry, then the hypothesis is I think there is a hypothesis.
Right,
So
right,
the entry can be executed.
right.
Yeah, this is my thought.
Okay. So yeah, this is the thing that's going on, right? So yeah. So for this one, USD CHF, this is my hypothesis, but I think I did a one lot size full lot. So I think it's still okay variable, small lot size for me.
It's okay
Yeah.
for the currency pair if you because the volatility is small if you comparing with the commodities like metals or the crude oil,
Yeah.
it's quite stable for the currency is safer.
Right, right, right.
It's safer.
Yeah. So this is probably this is the trade that I have. So I put like a green label right here. So for euro US dollar, I put on a mark, you know, like an alert. So this one for euro USD, I'm expecting the price to actually break out from this area and test this area and then comes down. But once it tests it, I will make a decision to actually make some position right here. But is it long or short? It depends on how the market reacts after this one,
Yes.
right? So for here, this is a longer bet. It's a longer one. This one also I place a alert right here. So it goes up here, and I expected it to really goes back down because the structure for GBP USD is very good.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, if you take a look at the daily chart, right, it is actually, the market is forming.
Uptrend.
Yeah, it's uptrend going up, right, and then it start to goes down again. Like the market is sort of like agree with this section. It seems like right here the market is actually absorbing, goes back again, and it goes back again, and then it seems like the compression is being formed right here, So what I do is that I think that if the market actually really, went from the current price, which is one $1.3, $1.36, and then it traveled all the way to hit, $1.37, it will have, a pullback, and I'm gonna ride the pullback, right? This is my hypothesis anyway. So for gold, I think it's too unpredictable. It's way too unpredictable. If
Yeah.
you take a look at gold,
Yeah, if you watch the if everybody if guys if you watch the gold price today, you can see that if maybe like 15-minute chart, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah,
it start to form the what we said yesterday, the compression.
the compression is starting
Yeah,
to
here.
form. Right.
You can see right here.
It's starting to form already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like don't know like going which side. If we really, because we always make the decision based on longer time frame, because this is where what the trend is actually showing, right, from daily chart.
Yes.
And if you take a look, like it doesn't show me a really good signal on is it going to go here or here is going to sideways. It's like it's so uncertain. Maybe you will have your very own interpretation later, right? But for me, the reason why I draw this is like a big question mark. Like, what is this? Like I'm really not sure where is this going to go. Like, but if you take a look, like Great Britain pound, if you take a look at Euro US dollar, it is the structure itself is sending me a signal for me to create a hypothesis that is tradable. But for this one, no. Yeah, for this one, no. All right. So yeah, so far this is my trade, and I'll pass it to you, man.
Yeah.
I'll pass it to you. I'm gonna get you a cup of water,
Ah.
and just relax, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna pass this section to Alan because Alan is gonna share with you guys something, about his very own setup today. Right? All right. Thanks, man.
All right.
See you. Okay, we'll get you.
Right, sure. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to the Aurex YouTube channel. All right, is anybody come for the live stream first time? If you come for the live stream come to the live stream for the first time, right? Then you might type 1 in the chat box. Okay. So let us see, is anybody come to the live stream for the first time? Here. All right. Hi. My setting. Hello. Welcome to the channel. All right. So oh, just now CG is using a big picture to draw this to draw this kind of, the prediction, or maybe the direction. Okay, but let me share to you guys my opinion or my observation about the market, and then I will also share you my thought whether I will take the position, enter the trade, or maybe I will keep observing this kind of situation or what. Okay, so first, also, okay, before that, let me do a quick introduction about myself. If there's new members joining in to the live webinar or this live session, or this live trade session. Okay, so my name is Alan, and I have been trading for around 7 years. Okay, trading, my experience is 7 years. Then I'm a trader, and I'm also a instructor in our RX trading community. Okay, so yeah, if you have interest to join us, to join our community, then you might type in the chat box. Okay, or I will just send you the link directly to you guys. Then if you guys are interested to join our community, then just let me know. Okay, just let me know, or you just directly click the link below. Then feel free to join. Okay, feel free to join. Okay, right. So here's the link. So join our community. All right, feel free to join. Okay. All right. So let's start. Okay. Right. So because I'm trading gold, usually I'm trading gold and the silver. So basically it's metal. Okay. So yeah. So please allow me to start with the gold first. Okay. All right. So okay, let me start with the gold first. Okay. So I remove this drawing first because I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my trading strategy or trading methods to analyze this market, and I will share you my thoughts with my the strategies. Okay, so based on what I see, what I thought. Okay, what I think. Okay, so first, so let's look at the day chart first. Okay, so we can see that okay, in the day chart, the price of the gold still maintained in the uptrend structure. Okay, so for me, as long as the price in the day chart didn't do not didn't break the the significant low or what. Okay, so where is the significant low in the day chart? Okay, for me, it is here. Okay, it's around, oh wow, it's around 3000 something. Okay, 3900 or around 3800. Okay, this is the significant low for the gold price in the day chart. Okay, because why? Because if the price break the the lower point or a significant low, which means that the price in the day chart forms the downtrend structure. Okay, so which means that the price have a higher probability to goes down more. Okay, so but as long as the price still maintain above the significant low, okay, so I still thinking about that the price may have a higher opportunity to goes up again. Okay, because in the day chart it's still in the uptrend. Okay, in the long term or the mid term, the price still in the uptrend. Okay, and also if we look at the 4 hour chart. Okay, 4 hour chart, you can see that. So here is the resistance level or the significant high in the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour chart. Okay, so this is the zone I I draw yesterday also. Okay, so and the second thing, if we look at the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour chart, right? So we can see that okay, the price has already has already tested the resistance for the first time here. Okay, then now it is a second time. Okay, it is a second time. Okay, and so why I think that the price will goes up. Okay, for in in the next few days or months or weeks. Okay, so why I think the price will goes up because of that, because we can see that okay, first the price to test start to test the resistance again. Okay, so yesterday I'm doing the live stream is about around 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock, you can see that the price start to test or challenge this significant high in the 1 hour chart and the 4 hour chart. Okay, so which means that the price has a potential to break this resistance level and continues to go up. Okay, so this is the first, and then for the second thing, if you look at the structure, right, in the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart, you may see there is the higher low. Okay, so which means that the price has already have the the patterns or the features of the uptrend structure. Okay, because what? Because if you look at the uptrend structure, right, so what is the pattern of uptrend structure? So very simple, higher low and a higher high. Okay, higher low and a higher high. So we can see that the price has already formed the higher low. Okay, so that doesn't mean that the price have the higher opportunity to break this resistance level and then continues to go up. I think it is possible. So currently I'm waiting for the confirmation. Yeah, because I have to be honest. Yesterday I enter a trade here. It's around, if I'm not mistaken, it's around here. Okay, so here's my entry. Then my stop loss is here. Then the TP level, first target I target here. Okay, I target here. Okay, but unfortunately I'm my order hit stop loss. Okay, hit stop loss. Okay, because of this movement, boom. Okay, because of this movement, boom, my trade got got stop out. Okay, he got stop out. Okay, but there is nothing for me. Okay, there's nothing for me because I also mentioned that I allowed the price to come down a little bit. Okay, to come out a little bit, and we also can see that the price actually, if you know how to identify or recognize the structure of the price, right, you can see that okay, actually the price still didn't break the significant low. Okay, in the 1-hour chart. Okay, so which means that the price still have the opportunity to goes up again. Okay, just only that the price start to make a consolidation. Okay, which means that the big player or the market maker start to collect the collect the what let me check about let me check about the how to say 筹码. Is there anybody know how to how to is there anybody know what is a 筹码 in English? Okay, let me do a quick Google Translate. Okay. It's like chips. It's something like chips. Okay, it's something like chips. Okay, but for me, what I want to brings to you that is something that okay, when you see that the price has already when the price form the consolidation phase, which means that the big player or the or the yeah, it's a big player. Okay, or the big whale. Okay, yeah, so it's something like big whale, they are collecting stocks in the market. Yeah, it's something like collecting chips or stocks in the market. Because let's imagine, okay, if the big player want to buy lot of buys a lot of golds, the stock of the golds, what it needs to do. Okay, they need to make a make a make a situation that let the normal people thinks about, oh, the price is the consolidation, maybe the market is like volatile or what, or no liquidity, so they can sell them. Okay, the normal people can sell them. Okay, sell the stock to who, to the big player or the big whale. Okay, so after that
when the big well or the big players see the markets that, oh, there's a lot of stocks, okay, it is the time to pump the market, okay, to pump in their money and buy all the stocks, and then the price pump, okay. So this is why I think, that's why I'm thinking that, right, thank you, CG. That's why I'm thinking that before the price pump or dump, right, the price must form this pattern, the price must form this pattern, this kind of consolidation phase. Okay. All right. So as a conclusion, so why I think that the gold price may goes up in the future. Okay, for the first one, okay, in the day chart, it's still the big trend of the gold still in the uptrend. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, and the second things, in the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour chart, right, we can see that here is the higher low. Okay, so this is the pattern or the features of the uptrend structure. Okay, so means that the price in the future have a higher probability to break this resistance level and then goes up. Okay, so, and then for the third one, we can see that, okay, after the price goes up, right, okay, here, okay, the price goes up and then it forms consolidation. Okay, what is the purpose of the consolidation? Okay, either to pump the market or dump the market. Okay, but based on what we see in the day chart and the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour chart, okay, I believe that the probability of the pumping is higher than dump. Okay, I think that the pumping is higher than dump, which means the probability, okay. Yeah, so that's my observation. So what I do is I'm still waiting for the price to really break this consolidation phase. Okay, because for me, that if the price really pump, then where's the yeah, here. If the price really pump, really break through this consolidation phase, right, and then really goes up, the potential of the range is around 3,000 pips. Okay, based on my observation. Okay, based on my observation and research. Okay, but actually how it goes, I don't know. Okay, but based on my previous research and my observation, there's the potential range for the goal to goes up. Okay, and based on the Fibonacci, let me check first. Yeah, it's around that. Okay, there's a high potential. It's quite a huge range, quite a huge range. Okay, all right, so that's for the you know that's for the long term or the mid term trade. Okay, and if you are a short term trader, then we might look at the 15-minute chart and the 5 minute chart. And you are a scalper, then you might look at the 1 minute chart. Okay, but the logic is the same. Okay, but the logic is the same. So if you want to enter a long position, then for me, if you if I use my trading strategy, right, I still need to wait for the price to form this, the uptrend structure. But actually the price has already formed the uptrend structure in the 5 minutes. Okay, So if you are a risk taker, then for me, I think I can try. I think I can try. Try for this one. Okay. But but the question is, but the problem is, uh, the golden time has already over. Okay, the golden time has already over because what? Because you know that the 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 what? The U.S. stock market is open on around, if I'm not mistaken, is 9:30 or 10:30 something. Okay, it's 9:30 or 10:30 something. Okay, that's the moment that the that's the moment that the most of the liquidity pump into the market. Okay, most of the liquidity pumps into the market at around 10:30 and 9:30. So yeah, but so if you trade, so if you want to enter the trade now, right? So I think you have to wait. Okay, I think you have to wait. Okay, first you have to wait until the next liquidity to comes in. Okay, so which timing that the liquidity will comes in again? So I think it's already midnight, around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, yeah, or 3 o'clock something. Okay, but if you are a scalper, then you might try to do some, the range. You may label the range and then you trade. Okay, within the range. Okay, you trade within the range. This is for the short-term trader. So this is for the short-term trader. I wanna try some short-term trade. So the USD CHF is one lot. Okay, one lot. Then I think I want to change to my account first. Change to my account first. Okay. Never mind. We look at the silver first. Guys, yesterday pumping is very good. Yesterday I accidentally enter a trade. Okay, is the silver. Okay, guys, it's around 1,500 pips. Yeah. but I enter a wrong lot size, so I just close the trade immediately. Okay, but when I close it, the price keep flying. Price keep flying. Damn, bro. So, but you need to be careful because what? Because if you look at the day chart, okay. Also same with the gold price. Okay. So if you look at the day chart, okay, we can see that price, the silver price also still in the uptrend. But if you look at the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart, you can see that, okay, the midterm trend of the silver, it forms the downtrend. Okay, it forms the downtrend. So as long as the price didn't break this, the significant high, so which means that the price of the silver still have a higher probability to goes down in midterm and the short term. Okay. So although I missed the trade, but I think that I have a suitable I have a more suitable chance to enter a trade, which means I think that the silver price will drop for today. So in the 15-minute chart, I think the significant level is here. So if the price really break this support level, then the price will I think will go down. Okay, because what? Because okay, first we okay because what in the 15-minute chart you can see that there's the higher low. Sorry, it's a lower high. Lower high. Okay, lower high. So if the price really break this support level or the significant low, so the price or the structure will form a downtrend structure. Okay, downtrend structure. So which means that the lower low will officially form. Okay. So yeah, for me, so after I compare the gold price and the silver price, right? I think that silver is a better chance to trade for today. Okay, I think okay for today because I usually trade silver and a gold only. Okay, so after comparing it, I think that silver is a better opportunity. But in the short term, still, I think that if you want to trade short term, right, it's very hard because of what? Because you need to follow the trend. But if you like scalper, you have to very quick. Okay, let's say the price come here and then rebound a bit, and then after that you have to close here because you are the scalper, right? Okay, so which means that if you if you find there's abnormal there's abnormal things, right? You have to chow already. You have to chow already, which means that you need to take profit and then stay away from the market, which means chow. Okay, chow. In Malaysia, you know our Malaysia English is you know it's like a rojak. Did anybody know what is rojak? It's around 600 pips. 600 pips. Okay. Guys, I'm looking for this area, I'm looking for this area. If the price really can break this support level, let me have a look about the DXY first. The DXY start to rebound. start to rebound. Then let me look at another currency. USD, AUD, USD, USD, JPY, USD, CAD. Okay, so let me try something interest. Okay, let me try something interest. Guys, don't follow, okay? Guys, don't follow, okay? because okay, I need to mention that okay, it is not the financial service. Okay, this is not a financial service or financial advisors, and it is not the signals. Okay, this live session is only the purpose of this live session is about the education purpose. Okay, so if you want to entry or you want to do any live trade or what, you need to know that trading involves risk. Okay, so before entry you need to do your own research, and then yeah, your risk management is very important. Okay, so wow, instant profit, damn. Okay, so why I enter you know I think that is anybody can see my. I mean, let me do a quick adjustment. Okay, let me do a quick adjustment. Okay. Can everybody see my I think I just show you my MT5, okay? I just show you my MT5, okay? So I have entered the oh, I know how to do how to oh my I'm so let me open another MT5, okay? Oh, nice. Perfect. All right, so I know what to do. So let me just crop this. Okay, just okay, so sell volume 3, okay, price. All right, so you can see, okay. Okay, so here's my account details, okay. So yeah, so why I enter a short position here, because that I found that, okay, so first we can see that the price in 5-minute chart, you can see that price form a downtrend structure. Okay, the downtrend structure in 5-minute chart. Okay, although the price break this what we call the resistance level and the high significant high level, okay, but we can see that, okay, the price comes back again, okay, and retest this the significant low level, okay, significant low level, okay. So what we can do is, so what I see, or what the information give me, is that the price not the price the you know the up uh the uptrend momentum, yeah, the uptrend momentum is not so strong, okay, because what, if the price really wants to goes up, right, for me the price cannot retest the support level, okay, otherwise the price has the opportunity to goes down, okay, if the price really wants to go up, okay, but it is in the short term trend, okay, it also has the condition that the price, okay, maybe the price just happen the just appeared the the fake breakout, okay, the fake breakout, okay, and then the price go up again, okay. So so that's why I mentioned that, okay, don't and don't follow me to enter any trade or what, okay, because first, you don't know what I'm doing, okay, you don't know what I'm doing, and second, if you are a newbie in the forex market, then you must study first, okay, before you entry, okay. I think it's okay already. Wait, so 5031, okay, 5031, so let me set a BE, okay, let me set a BE. Okay, let me set a BE here, okay, which means is break even, the break even price. eh I will close this order, okay. I think I will close this order, because what, because the movement start to become slow, okay, start to become slow. Right, so you can see that the price start to rebound again, okay. So 5-minute chart, okay, you need to see, okay, what I want to see, that the price cannot break this the resistance level, okay, because why, because this support has already broken, okay, this support has already broken. So if the price stand up, you which means that the price keep rising and stay above this level, so which means that in the 15-minute chart you will see a long wick, okay, a long wick is something like this, okay, a long wick, something like this, okay. Here's the body of the candle, and then a long wick, something like this kind of pattern, okay. So this is what I call the fake breakout, okay, the fake breakout. because in the SMC the smart money concept, okay, this is what we call the liquidity grab, okay, liquidity grab. So let's look at silver. Okay, we can see that silver also dropped. So what I want to see that is the price come back here, price come back here, and then I maybe will enter a short position here again. Okay. And this is my this is only my small account, okay? So that's why it's very chill, okay? It's very chill because this is only my small account. So I can, playing around, playing around, fuck around. Okay, so don't be like this, okay? Don't be like this, okay? Because if you want to, like playing around, you really have the skill, okay? You really have skill, have the skill to play around, okay? So guys, if you are interested to join our community, so just click the link at the chat box, okay? Just click the link at the chat box. Then feel free to join in our community, okay? See, comes back again. Oh, USD JPY is a beautiful. Aiyah, beautiful trend, okay? You see that? The beautiful trend. CHF. So here also beautiful, okay? If you really catch this trend, okay? So this I also have I have analyzed it in my last live session, okay? So if anybody is interested, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you can watch my previous live session, okay? So AUD USD. So guys, see. So you have to react very fast. You have to react very fast. So otherwise, you see my profit is go give back to the market. Um, all right. So the price retest this support level, resistance level. See how is the price is. So see how is the price react. I may look at another chance. I think the silver price. Let's try silver. Okay, let's try silver. I like silver. I like silver. I like silver. Uh, wow. That's the truth. That's the truth. Which mean the truth is, if you want to trade in forex market, right? You need to have to execute the what the Chinese or the Mandarin, we said that the 左侧交易, okay, which means that when the price reach that level, then you just enter, okay, because the calculation of the forex is different with the stock market and the cryptocurrency markets, okay. Your profit and losses is calculated by the lot size and the pips, okay. So which means that if in the forex market, we don't calculate, we don't watch at the percentage of the changing, okay. We just look at the pips, how many pips, okay, how many pips, okay. So yeah, so if you want the better result, okay, I think that just you draw a level, and then when the price reach that level, then you try to entry. But before that, you also need to have the analysis first. Let's see the price will form the engulfing or not. Do you think that the price will form an engulfing or not? So guys can type in the chat box. What do you think? Okay, what do you think? Oops, very good. Very good, very good. Very good, very good. Just now I think I can add a more, but never mind. I'm thinking about whether I want to enter gold again. Never mind. Let's see first, okay? Let's see how it's react. Nice. Okay. Nice. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, I think I can enter more here. How about go? How about go? Golfing, okay. All right, so the price of tomato so still dropping. Okay, still dropping. Uh, let me set a target. Let me set a target. I'm setting my target here. Okay, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. And for the silver price is here. So if the price reach this level, then I will just close my trade immediately. Then I may end up this live session. Okay, I may end up this live session if the price really touch this support level. Okay. Nice profit. A bit slow. No, it's a bit slow. Then all right, just wait. Just wait. But just few range only. It's around 10 pips. Okay, 10 pips for the silver. 10 pips for the silver, and then 60 pips for the gold. So guys, trading is like that one. Trading is like this one. So only enter when the price reach your level or your plan. Okay. Then after you execute your plan, then just let the market play. Let the market play. Okay, because you have already planned your the whole trading already. So just believe in yourself and believe the market. All right, almost. Oh, damn, the silver. I think I may close the silver first. All right, I close the silver first. So now I'm waiting for the gold. Okay. waiting for the goal. So let's see. But I think I close this. I close. Okay, I close the both trade. Okay. Oh damn! You see the silver price. Okay, never mind. I have already closed it. Then no. Damn! Damn! Oh guys, it really touched the, and the price dropped even more. Guys, it dropped even more. Damn. Damn, bro. Damn, I miss it. So guys, this is a very real-time example, you know. You see I didn't follow my plan. So you see I missed this movement. And the silver and the gold also, you see that okay, I talk to myself that okay, when the price reaches level, then I only close the order, right? But I close it early, you know. You see that. So it also give me a very big, you know, big education, or is it education? But it teach me something. Yeah, it teach me it taught me something that, you know, really you have to your very own plan, you know. Then after you execute it, you just execute it. Then don't let your emotion decide your decision. Okay, right? A very huge move, you know. Damn. But but I'm very lucky because that I still made profit, you know. I still made profit. So although I already missed this movement, but I earned this movement, you know. So it is okay for me. It's okay for me. Oh damn! It is it liquidity grab? I think it is a liquidity grab. I think some of you have already stop loss. Is it? I think some of you may stop loss already. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Oh, the part price. Guys, I think this is a liquidity grab, you know, liquidity grab, and oh, the US dollar, the US dollar start to you know retrace. Okay, guys, one last trick. I think. Hmm. Hey guys, I think I will stop here. I think I think I will stop here. Okay. Alright, so I think I will stop here. So yeah. Alright, so is there any question to ask? So if there's no questions, then I may end up this live stream session. Okay. Right. So if there is no question, then I will end up this live stream. All right. So thank you for everybody come to our live session and supporting me and CG. Okay. All right. So thank you everybody. Thank you so much. So if you like our live stream, then you can click the subscribe button. Okay, you can click the subscribe button. So then you will not miss the the live stream every day. And Monday to Friday. Okay. So, and last but not least, if you want to join our community, then you can press not you can click the link in the in the the chat box. Okay, you can click the link in the chat box, and I have already sent the link to the chat box. Then you just click the link, then feel free to join in our community, our Telegram group. All right, so how is the price will go? How is the price will going next? Then we will see. Okay, we will see later. Okay, because now is a whole new day already. So today is Wednesday already. Okay. All right. So guys, thanks for coming, and see you later. Okay. Then see you later. Okay. Bye.
还有几首？
还有几种啊？还有都是黄金跟白银哦。